You won't believe this. Golly, StreamYards, geez Louise, man. I try to share this on StreamYards. Okay, this is so irritating. This is so irritating. I can't play my intro anymore. What the flip, man? I can't do anything. I can't play any of my intros. I can't play any of my stuff. This is terrible news. Hello and welcome to Flippin' Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we are flipping live in a special Flippin' episode that I like to call Better Late Than Never. Better late than never. There's a few meanings to that term. If you're tuning in live, make sure that you hit thumbs up right now. Right now, if you're watching live. Actually, if you're watching in a recorded form, do that also right now. If you're watching right now, leave a comment. All right, that's the best way that you can support this channel is either by leaving comments or giving thumbs up. And actually, I think even thumbs down help. I think any interaction helps. So if you leave a comment that says this channel's trash, that's great. If you give me a thumbs down, I prefer thumbs up, but I'm not going to tell you what to do. Those all help a great deal, and I really appreciate it. If you want to support me in another way, patreon.com. Can you tell I'm just dying of heat exhaustion? Patreon.com/flippinthrough. That is a way. There's a link down in the description. Boop, 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 boop. And also, another thing you can do is become a channel member. That's also down in the description. So what happens if you join on Patreon? If you join on Patreon, you get, wait, is this? No, that's not even on. You get a 6 set of stickers. You get, where's the buttons? I keep losing these. You get the signature buttons, and you can also get this 3D printed Alfred E. Neuman stencil, great for defacing both public and private property. It looks a little something like that when you start using it. Anyway, I'm pissed now. This has sort of ruined my evening. No. I have to thank the people who support me on Patreon. If you're watching live, start leaving some chats. I'm going to go to the chat board in a little bit and say hello to everybody. But these are the people that support me today on Patreon: Hutch, Ben Forsgren, Joey Gesso, Reflection of Perfection, Tom Richmond, David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Lil Cozy Nostril. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I hope I can keep on earning it. If you support me on YouTube, if you become a channel member there, you will actually get a what do you call it? You get every video that I make. What do you call it? But you get it before anybody else gets it. And additionally, you get some emojis. Look at this one. You can get this. Boom, Alfred. Or you can get this one. I might upgrade these because I want to do one that says it's a family show. I think that'd be kind of a fun one to have. Here we have Strawberry Floyd, flipping through, promoting vandalism. SMHJK, how are you tonight? Strawberry Field, I'm doing awesome. No, I'm pissed. I forgot. That's what I am. I'm very upset right now because the whole purpose of doing these live streams is because I like to have people on. I like to have the intro. I like to have the outro. I like when Bill Ray was on last week. And if you haven't seen that Bill Ray interview, you should go and watch it. I think I found it immensely entertaining. It's probably one of my better interviews that I've ever done because this dude talks nonstop. He's perfect. And I think I told him, it's like one of those situations, when they say never meet your heroes. I met my hero. And it was awesome. It was really cool to meet him. So I'm okay. I'm mad. Oh yeah, I'm explaining why I'm mad. So in the Bill Ray's thing, I played that new game Schmuck Marry Kill, and now when I try to play that, it says free plan comes with one example video. If you'd like to share your own videos, check out our upgraded plans. Now they want me just to even show a video like my intro. I have to do an upgraded plan. I'm gonna have to figure out OBS because I think I could do it through OBS. It's just a headache. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the freaking example clip they're talking about is because there are no examples. I've done a bunch. So yeah, and I don't think here. Let's see. Do I get crowd applause? Do you guys hear that? Do I at least get applause? Anyway, hello, Sticks McFly. How are you? Ed Meisinger. Hello from Mendota Heights, across the river. Yes, indeed. Good. Hello, how are you? Greetings from Minneapolis. It's great to see you here. Vanessa Amaya, good evening from California. Lovely, sunny California. What is that game like? What game? Schmuck, Marry, Kill? Schmuck, Marry, Kill is, I just invented it, but I like to do like I did one that's like the Newlyweds game. I've done one that's like the match game. Schmuck, Marry, Kill is just like, that's like a game you play with your friends. And it's, I know this is a family show, so please mute the audio for one moment. The game it's based off of is called Fuck, Marry, Kill. And so it's a crude game. It's a crude title. Okay, I admit that. I'm not saying I condone this game. I'm just explaining what this game is. So the concept is you would be given 3 people and that you need to decide what is this? So is this top fan crap? What's the top fan crap? I don't know what top fan is. Anyway, so you'd be given 3 people, okay? And out of those 3 people, you would decide which one you would have intercourse with, which one you would marry, you would go into a committed long-term relationship with, and then which one of those you would kill. So I took people from Mad Magazine, and 3 people at a time for each category, and he had to decide whether he would schmuck, marry, and kill, because schmuck is one of those Mad Magazine words. I'm steaming up, guys. Anyway, hello, I think everybody is here. It's a new thing YouTube made, which is by our usernames in the chat. I don't know what it does. YouTube chat now indicates who chats the most by ranking them. That's the new icon. What? I got it. Hold on. I got it. That's. Can I see that? That's wild. Okay, let me pull this up. Well, Sticks, you're number 1, dude. Why are you complaining, man? So far, there's only 2 people. Oh, there's Lil Cozy Nostro coming in at number 3. Is this line for the Soupy Sales tickets? Yes. Yes, it is. Good to see you. Oops. Good to see you, Little Cozy Nostril. Anyway, we have something new. Oh, here's the first Better Late Than Never. That's the name of this episode. First Better Late Than Never. Come on, guys. Look at. I've decorated in here. I wasn't sure what to put up. I thought one of the Mad records. I went with the Mad Show. I do have Musically Mad up there, and then I thought what would be kind of fun. I have my facsimile of Mad issue number 1, and it's just a matter of verbosity. Lame. Well, I don't know, dude. No, wait. I couldn't say the W word. I mean, it needs popularity in this area. This era we're living in sucks right now. The W word. What's the W word? I know. Okay. Yes. There is too much glare on Alfred, and I don't know how to fix it because I have this light here. I guess I could move it onto this side, or I could try to put something to block it, because you can see if I block it, it's better. Anyway, then the other thing, who is this? Tom Bombadino. Tom Bombadino, boom, badam, bam, boom. National Lampoon. Game over. Nice. Let's see. Put tissue paper over the light. They're like, it's like a diffused light thing. I'll put more tissue paper. Maybe I can diffuse it more. Anyway, so what I was thinking though is, so I have the Musically Mad, I have Harvey Kurtzman's Help, or the Mad Show Help, and then the facsimile edition, I have my Freaky magazine middle finger. I think maybe I might move that back over to here, I think just so like people can actually see it. I have my little Flip the Bird. Oh, shoot. Anyway, but what I was thinking is I've got all of these other humor things. I have all this other stuff that I could just put up on like a rotating basis. And I thought that would be kind of fun. So this time it's Help, and then I'll just switch it around. This special issue of National Lampoon, Thwack, the new gem, the new favorite defunct humor magazine. And then also this. Oh, check this out. I did get some new stuff. This is Sing Along with Mad. I actually bought a bunch of stuff recently, a bunch of Mad stuff. But the paperback books that I got are all, will this work? Shit. It's not working. Okay, dang it. I should have turned that on earlier. What a loser. But anyway, it's the Sing Along with Mad. It's like lyrics to all of these songs. I don't know if this came with a record album, but this is kind of cool. And there's illustrations by Jack Rickard all throughout it. So that's, I think, pretty cool. Coming up in some live streams, I'm going to have to hit up Kyle Bridget and see what he wants to do first. But I've also got 2 new recurring humor magazines. One of them is this. Have you guys forgotten about Mad Magazine? Well, it's still there. Don't worry. And I did get this latest issue. What is this? What's this guy's name? Kellen Keller. And then also, wait, this isn't what I want. This is one of my newest things. I just got that issue. Wait, what the hell? Well, I was going to talk about, oh, here it is, Freaky. You guys should see the state of my desk. I also have this that I still have yet to read. I'm so far behind on everything. So I got to talk to Kyle Bridget, see which one he wants to do first, which he would prefer to do. Anyway, let's see. I actually decorated my desk last night with Bob Dylan vinyls. It looks similar, like your shelf. That Complete Unknown. Mad Magazine. Oh, Bob Dylan, of course, born in Minnesota, up on the Iron Range. I think, isn't he from Bemidji or something? A famous Minnesotan. Strawberry Floyd, I don't know, you might not know this, but I'm from Minnesota, and every Minnesotan knows every other Minnesotan, especially those who are famous. I'm moving and then taking a vacation, so you might consider some other guests for the summer. God bless it. Where are you going on vacation? Why do you get a vacation? Congratulations on vacation. You're going to go to somewhere in Canada? You should come to Minnesota. That'd be a good vacation. Anyway, so I need to pull up something real quick. Hold on. I'm going to pull up my pants. Okay. Okay, guys. What the hell? You will recall, I don't know, a year ago or something, I got an idea for a guest. I'll approach him. Is it that the kid of the Mad Music guy? He called in once. You might recall that guy was a riot. So anyway, you might recall a year ago or something. The Norman Rockwell Museum did this whole exhibition. Is that what it's called? An exhibition about the, oh shoot, hitting the wrong one. Browser. Why isn't this shit working? God bless it. Dude, why is stuff not working? Because I've changed it. That's why. Because I'm a dumbass. Okay. So we have this. We have changed. So annoyed. I'm annoying myself. I'm sorry, guys. So the Norman Rockwell Museum at some place in the country, I think it's over on the East Coast, they put together this whole Mad Magazine thing. And you'll notice there's no information about it on their website. Why? Because this was a year ago and they've shut down. Listen here. They shut it down. They're no longer showing it. But it was this great big thing. A lot of the Mad artists and writers were there for the opening of this exhibition. It was an amazing thing filled with original artwork, filled with, these are the current exhibitions, so that's not going to be helpful at all. Filled with original artwork. Oh, none of this stuff is working. Golly. I don't understand this. Anyway, this isn't even where I want to be. Oh, wait, yes, it is. You guys, I'm sorry that I'm having so many technical difficulties. I think it's mostly to blame. StreamYards is mostly to blame. Was there an exhibition catalog from that? Well, I don't know if there was an exhibition catalog. The person to ask is none other than Styx McFly. Styx McFly is going to be our special guest this evening. And so I would say, without any further introduction, Styx McFly, please do us all a favor and call in. Call in right now if you would. I'm going to wait here for a moment. I have to, because none of my buttons work. My buttons work. Caller, please make sure that you you mute your television. Haven't you ever called into a radio show? Jeez Louise. Who is this? Who am I talking to?
Yes. This is Styx McFly.
Styx McFly, field reporter. Styx McFly, so great to hear from you. There you go. There, you're on the screen now.
Yeah, great. With that haircut.
Yeah, Styx, that's your haircut, man. What you
I know, but I took an awesome picture over the weekend. I've had an incredible weekend, rocking out all weekend, and it started with going to this rock club with my friend on Friday. And we took the most amazing picture, and I put it on my Facebook. So,
oh, geez. Well, sorry, you just sort of get stuck with whatever I feel like putting up there. So you went to this Norman Rockwell exhibition, is that correct?
Right, yes.
So tell us a little bit about how long ago was that?
The end of October. We actually went the last weekend. We were there, I guess, the last day. I think it was the last day of it. Either that Sunday or the Monday after was the last day. I'm pretty sure it was the last day.
So that 9 months ago you did this. I wasn't too far off. Right. I said a year ago. I'm not that late.
Yeah. It probably started like over a year ago, just about, because it was only like, what, 3, 4, 5 months or something it was there.
Yeah.
But like I was trying to tell Vanessa in chat here, this is the closest we got to a Mad museum. It was probably the biggest exhibit of Mad artwork, original artwork by the actual artist, just hanging on the walls of 5 different rooms.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So real quick, so you go in October to this exhibition. If I recall correctly, you met up with somebody, right? Or you went with somebody else who watches the show?
Yes, a Clown Nookie who's at a Beach Boys tribute band show right now. And I was so pissed because I hate tribute bands, but I didn't tell him that. But yeah, I'm like, how could you not know it's Flippin' Sunday? But I should have told him this week. I was going to be honest.
Well, he wanted to be here. He has a lot of wishes. Among them, he wishes that they all could be California girls, and certainly that he could be here. He just sent me stickers. I have like 2 new stickers. This cool Spy versus Spy one, and then this cool purple Alfred E. Neuman one, which I absolutely love.
He likes sending out all these physical things. He'll type out letters and postcards. He's got an actual typewriter.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I get a kick every time I receive something from him. It's a great pleasure. So anyway, we have some things. You sent me an amazing list of a catalog of photographs going back to what Little Cozy Nostril said. Was there an exhibition catalog from that show? I don't know. You would. I hope you grabbed one if there was. But you've created a little bit of an exhibition catalog in this.
Yeah, I was when I was there. They said you could take pictures, and I took pictures of almost every piece. It had to be 98% of everything there. I took pictures like crazy. I did the same thing at a recent Titanic exhibit we had here in LA. Just everything,
Yeah.
But and the only thing they had was they didn't have a full-on catalog, but they had a what do you call it? Like a program sort of thing. It was kind of like a little issue of Mad.
Yeah.
And it had some original stuff in there written by like Sam Viviano and John Ficarra, so some new information. And they had a lot of the pictures of stuff that was in the exhibit. And so when I went, I actually brought with me like 6 issues of Mad that I knew the cover art was going to be there, and a couple paperbacks.
Yeah.
And when I got there, like 2 of them weren't hanging on the walls. I'm like, well, it was in this. It was in this program thing.
Where'd you get so you got the program ahead of time?
Yeah, because while the exhibition was on, you could order it, and I didn't know I'd be going there in person.
Oh,
but, me and Clan Nookie just got talking, and was like, yeah, we should freaking go. But I was so pissed off because it was $15, and then it's $15 shipping.
That sucks.
Crazy expensive. And then I actually went there, and I could have just bought it for the $15.
Yeah.
Except that for some reason the gift store, the gift shop was so overcrowded I couldn't even talk to anyone there.
Well,
I didn't buy a thing at the gift shop.
David Strickler has feeling a little bit of FOMO. He says, you went with Clown Nookie? Cool. But now, before you go on any farther, Kyle Bridget asks, is this stream any good? It doesn't have very many likes. So if you're watching right now,
like it.
Please make sure you let the audience know that you are enjoying this, and hit a like button, hit that thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And it's a great way. I don't think I'm going to. Okay, so we're going to get going with looking at some of these photos. I have about 13 of them that I've picked out. More than 13, but some of them I placed together. So I have like 13 slides for us to talk about and examine. First up, I don't know if you're watching your computer right now as well, but first off, this Dallas issue of what is that? Mad Magazine. Who is that? Sam Viviano drawing.
Larry
Hagman. Thank you.
That was an issue from 1986. I always have the cover site up, the crack cover site up when I watch the show, but it might take me a little
crack
while.
Cover site, yes, indeed. Thank you for plugging that. You guys, if you like this channel, you're gonna love crackedcoversite.com. That
81. It's
really outstanding. Sam's first cover ? I do believe that you are right, David Strickler. I think that this is indeed Sam Viviano's first cover. Sam Viviano was doing all sorts of things. I think he was working at this Bananas magazine, that like humor magazine for kids.
I got 3 issues of those. I love them.
I have 0. They're actually not. I mean, last time I tried, it's like there weren't that many on eBay. But this is pretty cool. What is it like seeing this original artwork up close and in person?
Yeah, it was just amazing. You know, without because there's text over on the actual issue cover. There's text over the hat. And well, I would be the only thing blocking it. The Mad logo is actually obscured by the hat, and then there's text over the hat that says "Mad shoots JR and the rest of his empty-headed family with our version of Dallas."
Yeah.
So, and I was trying to say this is issue number 223, June of 1981.
Yeah.
So Sam Viviano always tells the story that this was the first cover and last cover for a while that he did for Mad, because I think he turned it into Feldstein. I think it was early enough for Feldstein, or it might have been Maitland, you know. But if you notice, there are 6 fingers on that hand.
Yes.
You ever noticed that before? Okay.
I never
knew it until I saw him tell the story briefly online. And yeah, 6 fingers on that hand, and whichever one of them, Maitland, Feldstein, I forget who the exact editor was, that said, okay, so you're not going to be working for us for again, ever again, or something like that. It's like, wow, so, but my question, which he never says, and every time he tells a story, is that this got past all these people. I mean, things that go in Mad Magazine, even now, it goes past several people.
Yeah.
And at the time, including William Gaines. He was basically, William Gaines was the first fan of Mad to read the issue before anybody else. He didn't ever approve anything. He just went with whatever his editors and artists wanted to do. But he hardly ever. I think the story is like once or twice in all the years he ran the magazine, he owned it. He didn't run it. He left it up to the editors to run it. So he would just be the first person to read it,
Yeah.
And so all these people it goes through, no one saw that it was 6 fingers on that hand. No one questioned it. I mean, maybe people thought it was an in-joke or something.
Well, that's almost certainly what I thought it was. And you would think that that's exactly what it was supposed to be, is the pointing finger that has 6 fingers, right? Like that's a common thing that Mad includes all throughout. It's like one of their little icons, like Flip the Bird, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's weird.
So,
Sam Viviano is.
It he's saying what it could mean, but nobody knows, and nobody knows how it got past all these people. That's my big question.
I wonder if
all these people missed it.
I wonder if that's some like kind of an apocryphal tale made to like just sort of seem wacky or something, because who would say we're not going to hire you because we made an editorial mistake?
Mm-hmm.
Like we didn't, and I mean, I don't know. That's like,
right.
I'd be interested.
Well,
I think Sam Viviano is going to be one of the guys that I try to interview coming up, because Bill Ray has boosted my confidence in having artists on.
Nice.
All right, so we have this next one.
So just to finish that, Sam Viviano did end up becoming the art director. 15 years later, something like that.
Yes.
So,
yes, he did.
He eventually was in Mad quite a bit. So.
Now, Kyle points out it's not an editorial mistake. No way. Well, I guess what I'm saying is for them to say you drew it with, because the way Styx just told the story is you drew it wrong. You're not going to get hired anymore. But if he drew it wrong and nobody caught it, to me, that's an editorial mistake. But I think that surely it couldn't have been.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It might be in that Norman Rockwell program. I wish I would have grabbed it before it was started. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Now here we have, once Sam became art director, he helped usher in a new platinum age for Mad. A platinum age. Holy smokes. Platinum.
Yeah, I remember all the issues made of platinum. Those are great.
Wow. I'm trying to think. I mean, because I feel like that I feel like that started before him a little bit. I know the age you're talking about, but hold on. I agree. I agree with this. Lil Kozniowski said he didn't draw it wrong. He meant to have 6 fingers. That's why it's funny. Yeah, I agree with that. That's why I think that story is made up, basically.
Yeah, but is it a reference to the TV show? I never watched Dallas. You know, it was boring. I watch cartoons, man.
Well, no, it's a reference to Mad Magazine. All right, so this is the next one. I don't know if you can see this. This is one that I wanted to pick out. This is another Mad cover. I think it was like around the time of the Olympics. 1996 was when it came out. So yeah, I think that was
I got
Atlanta.
This, yeah, it was a special. It was a cover of a special. I can't remember the year, but yeah, that sounds about right.
Wait a second.
And this was actually the logo for the exhibit. It's funny you pulled this one up because they had a huge poster outside the exhibit when you walk in, and this was what you see, and with like whatever the tag line was above that and everything. So whoever got that huge 10, 15 foot tall poster, like that'd be awesome to have.
So this is what wait, how big is this?
No, I'm just saying that this was a cover of a special, but the Norman Rockwell Museum used it as the logo for the exhibit. So it was on a huge poster at the entrance.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I'm trying to give you stuff that's not obvious from looking at the picture.
Yeah. What I liked about this is, one, I just put this together. What I like about this, I should point the right direction, is one, they have, this is in 1996, and there's a stick of dynamite. That's the year of the Atlanta Olympics. And remember, there's the big bomb scare. Or was there an explosion at the Olympics?
I don't remember.
There's a whole big thing, and there was like a manhunt, and somebody got wrongly accused, and it was a big mess. But I absolutely love this cover. I love the stick of dynamite as the baton. I love the dust cloud as he's taking off, and it's like, here's the cool thing, and I imagine it has to be amplified in person. Like, this is a off-center picture through glass. There's like glare on it. You can see all of these little details in this artwork that were kind of lost in the cover of the normal magazine. One of the other things that's pretty cool about this is, and this is why I love original artwork or like things like this, is that all of these notes on there, like down here it says, oh God, why? Come on. Oop, wrong one. There we go. It says like a half-inch bleeds at the bottom, shoot at 50%, cover 1, Mad Super Special 115, 1996. Up here it shows like where the logo goes. And then there must have been, it says, please make comments on overlay. And that's the reason why I picked this one out. Here we go. A pipe bomb hidden in a backpack exploded during a late night concert. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So what was I saying? I think Bill Ray was talking to me about how he would, like art directors, like giving feedback, and how he told some story about some art director, it may have been Sam Viviano, giving feedback on the artwork, so that it sort of ruins the artwork for like resell. So that's why I thought that was kind of a cool note, because then the original artwork is preserved if you don't write all over it with like a grease pen or something. But yeah, that was one of them I picked out from your collection. I absolutely loved this image.
Yeah, that was a great one. I'm trying to see if I have anything else on that, but yeah. But yeah, some of these you will find the glare of the lights because it was, you need bright light to see these things, but they're in a museum. So
yeah. Oh, it's no worry. It's great. I appreciate you having taken these photos to share it. Now this is another one. I'm glad that you took. Hey, this is the beauty of having it at the Norman Rockwell Museum. Is like, one, Mad Magazine did so much like lampooning and parodying of what's his name? What did I just say? Bob Newhart,
Rockwell, yeah.
Norman Rockwell. They parodied so much of Norman Rockwell, so the Norman Rockwell Museum can put these side by side, and that's so freaking cool to see.
Yeah, so that's why I said to Clown that we should go, because we heard that it was going to the Smithsonian after this, and I thought, well, the Norman Rockwell paintings that some of these parodies are based on are probably not moving with the MAD exhibit. It's probably going to stay at the Norman Rockwell Museum. So this is the only time you could actually see them side by side like this.
Yes.
Yeah. And this is from a series that they did briefly called "If Norman Rockwell Depicted the '90s," and there's a bunch of issues from the '90s of those like back covers like this.
Yeah.
Normal marriage, or I mean, a straight marriage, a gay marriage.
Oh, Sticks McFly, you're gonna get canceled, dude. Oh shit.
Right. It's for me. Well, I'm old, we flip.
Anyway, sorry, you continue.
No, I was just pointing out what you're looking at. Yeah, I think that was just amazing. See the original artwork, actual paintings side by side with each other. It's the only time you could ever see this. So here's this little sliver of time, a few months, when you could see this. That's when I said to Clown, we gotta go. We gotta see these.
Yeah, and I mean,
I didn't realize they were doing that.
Yeah, who painted this? Do you know? I should have looked it up. If I had half a brain, I would have looked it up.
Some of these, I took the picture of the little placard on the wall next to it that says oil on canvas or whatever.
Yeah,
but I have to search through my pictures because I didn't know which ones you were going to pick. So
yeah, but anyway, whoever did it did a phenomenal job, and it's like looking at how the posture of the guy changes, but so all it's like what is that, like the spot the difference thing and highlights? It's like that, where it's like, oh, there's a computer right here. The spittoon turned into a waste paper basket. But like the hat and everything is the same. It's like, I don't know. There's some really talented people out there.
Oh, this is Richard Williams. I almost said that.
Richard Williams.
2004, MAD issue 438.
There you go.
My picture's a little blurry.
Yeah. Excellent. This is another one that I picked out. The Herman Mejia sculptures.
Yeah. You have all these?
I didn't. I just grabbed this one. I didn't look at them all. Okay. I just liked these three in particular.
They put it with a regular chessboard. You can see the corner of it, and in the issue they had an Afghanistan shaped chessboard.
Yeah,
and that actual, it was originally a 20 dumbest. 20 dumbest things of whatever year that was, late 90s or something. I think it was 99 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did you put it with the regular chessboard? But I was like, maybe they didn't have a physical Afghanistan shaped chessboard, and that was just art that was done. But these little figures are actually sculpted, so it was mind blowing to see them in detail. It was about as close as you could get. You could see the shadow of my iPhone over it, and and just to look at them, it was just brilliant artwork. Me and CN were just blown away, absolutely blown away.
I think, Herman Mejia is one of the most talented MAD magazine artists. Just looking at the way he does caricature, the way he does like watercolor, I think is just beautiful. And then he can also sculpt. He can sculpt like just as good as he can draw and paint. It's pretty freaking crazy. Like how many people, and it looks like that George W. Bush, all of these look like caricatures that he would paint. It's kind of insane.
Right. Yeah.
It's like,
caricatures to start with, and then there's 3D. I could move my head and see other sides of it. It was just incredible. So they did these, and they did, Iraqi terrorists, and I forget the leader. I don't know if that was Arafat at the time. I think so. And
Yasser Arafat was the leader of the PLO, so I don't think it's that.
Maybe I further that. Or that's a different country you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
for that.
But
my knowledge of history.
It's super cool. And they also had the soldier and everything. It was fantastic.
Yeah,
that's one
but
thing.
The terrorist was a suicide bomber, and he had dynamite strapped to his chest, and you could see his eyes. He painted bloodshot eyes, like these bulging bloodshot eyes. You could see the little lines to make them bloodshot. I was like, wow, the level of detail with these.
It's crazy.
Astounding.
Yeah. Yeah. Now this is one that you had me pick out. This is one of the Mad paperbacks. Which one is this off of?
So Mad Frontier. So if you don't know the story with Mad Frontier, the Mad Frontier was probably like, I'd have to look it up on crack cover site, madcoversite.com. It was, I'm guessing it's within the first like 10 to 20 paperbacks, not the first 10, but it's somewhere, near the beginning of the list. And the first cover they came out with was Alfred sitting in a rocking chair with a fireplace, I believe, as a parody of Robert Kennedy's, John F. Kennedy's Fireside Chats.
Yeah.
Well, when they did a re-release of the book, and these were always re-released over the years with different covers and stuff like that. It was after he was shot, and so they decided to change it completely because apparently, originally they were parodying that, and they didn't want to parody Kennedy at all after that. That just would not have been cool. It wouldn't have sold copies. So So this was the second cover, and the cover they stuck with from there out whenever they return it. So if you ever get a copy with the rocking chair cover, those are extremely rare. But yeah, I was just blown away to see the paperback covers too. So you can see how detailed that one is.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if I got the details on it.
It's pretty. It's like I don't know that this is one that I would pick out myself. Kelly Freas is such a good artist, though.
Right.
And it's like, yeah. I'm pretty sure
he
that's
might
Kelly
be my
Freas.
favorite. He might be my favorite. I mean, Norman Mingo, come on.
Kelly Freas might be your favorite, like, cover artist.
I'm starting to think that because his stuff was just incredibly. Well, did you do the other one I suggested, like the Headless Horseman? Did you pick out that one or no?
I think I did.
Hey, Doug.
It's a 12th paperback in 1962. Yeah. That's Doug Guilford, curator of the crackedcoversite.com, the internet's best resource for Mad Magazine. Yeah, I think I did. I don't know. Let's see. I got this one, the Fair Weather one. But I'm just sort of like that Kelly Freas. I like Kelly Freas. I think Kelly Freas is great. I think he's immensely talented. But that's wild. Yeah. If he's your favorite Mad artist.
It's starting to become that way because the way he would capture light. I mean, look at this. I don't know if you can zoom in at all, but these raindrops, with the light shining off the right side with them are. I mean, it still. I looked at it in person, close up, and they still look 3D. You look at this cover of this issue and it looks 3D.
Yeah.
But a close up, the actual painting, it's like I almost couldn't see the brush marks, and it still looks 3D up close. It's just his work's just amazing. The way it just pops out.
Yeah. It's he.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
not a huge comic book fan, sci-fi book covers and stuff. He did all that stuff, but I'm just astounded by his style.
Yeah.
It all comes down to personal preference.
You know what? You're not the only one. I had a conversation with Larry Hama. I was talking to him about Wally Wood for a project that I was working on and then kind of got overwhelmed by. But he was talking about going and looking. I think he was like going down to the Mad offices and seeing they had all like these old Kelly Freas covers up on the wall, including the one with the big ice cube on it. And just like him and his buddies just being like blown away and just being in awe at his ability to draw exactly what you're talking about, like the 3D part of it, the capturing the moisture or whatever you would call it, like ice. How do you draw ice?
Yeah.
But they should have Monster High, and they should have. Wait, what the hell? On my DeviantArt page, no Total Drama fans allowed on my page. DeviantArt is surrounded by a lot of pages on Total Drama. I don't want to be a part of this. It's my worst nightmare. They should have Monster High. All right. Well, now everybody knows. Thank you, Vanessa. Now this is one I think that I picked, which is I just had to because it's like Frank Frazetta did, I don't know, like how many things did Frank Frazetta do? Now that Doug Guilford is watching, Doug, how many pieces of artwork did Frank Frazetta draw for Mad Magazine?
I got the idiots page up. and I was going to say that
under 5,
Sam Viviano,
I bet.
Sam Viviano didn't work for Mad for 4 years after he did that cover, not like 15 or whatever I said.
Yeah.
He may have become art director later, like 15 years, but he did art for him in 1985.
Yeah.
But if I click on F for Frazetta, so there are 6 entries on Doug's idiot page for
Damn it.
Frank Frazetta.
Wait, are any of them reprints?
Yeah, it's very rare. Reprints?
Yeah.
No, I doubt he would just count. I don't know.
No, he'll put in if they're part of reprints.
Oh, he did the Blech shampoo with Ringo Starr. He did that one.
Uh-huh.
And he did. There was another Ringo Starr, a Celebrity's Wallet bit from there was a bunch from '64, and then 1965 Mad Calendar bonus. Oh, he did the cover art for Mad Follies #2. Yeah, he did that early one morning in the jungle. That's what that's called.
Yeah.
And he did the Judge Dreadful. That's quite a skip from 1966 to 1995 was his next work. He did the Judge Dredd parody.
You know what? So my prediction was
issues of Mad.
My prediction was
issue 500 cover.
Okay, issue 500 cover. My prediction was under 5. One of those is for a super special, so it doesn't count. The other one is a reprint. I was correct. He has 4 credits in Mad Magazine. I'm a genius. I'm a human genius. Edward Weinberg.
But their original work, even if it was the special.
I know, but I said Mad Magazine. So that's different. So
wait, no, these are all issues.
You said Mad Follies. Mad Follies is super special.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not that it doesn't count. It was original artwork.
I know, but it doesn't count for Mad Magazine because that's by definition not the magazine. It's Mad Follies.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
The number 91.
I can see we're going to split hairs here tonight.
Well, oh yeah, I love doing that. The number 91 is even a reprint. So okay, even if you count Mad Follies, 2 of them are reprints. I'm still right. Okay, wait. Edgar Wilbur said.
Okay, must be. Yeah.
He said, I don't know what means. But Edgar, great that you are here. If you guys are just tuning in, please hit like, hit subscribe, and leave a comment in the chat. I love it. It makes me happy. So, yeah. And like Kyle Bridget said, even if you don't like this video, just give a thumbs up out of irony. 3 for Frazetta.
I haven't been typing in the chat since I've been talking, by the way.
Yeah, so you're no longer number 1. I bet you lost your number 1 status, dude.
I'm probably not top fan anymore. Yeah.
All right. Here we have the beautiful issue, and actually, I'm gonna. How do I? Oopsies. Here, let me do this. I'm gonna go boom like that. This was the. Is it this one? Yeah, here we go. Mad Magazine number 44. Oh, you guys can't see that. Oh, shoot. Okay, never mind. I'm just like, I have it pulled up. Mad Magazine number 44. That's what we're looking at right now. The front and back covers. This is your by your hero, Kelly Freas. Know what's interesting about this? Have you guys looked at the cover itself? Because if you look at madcoversite.com, what you will see is here. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen for a second. I'm just gonna share my entire screen, even though that kind of backfires on me a little bit sometimes. Here we go. Okay, so this is what it looks like in the whatchamacallit, like on the Mad Cover site. This is the scan for it. And then this is what it looks like in person. So you see they did something to turn him all blue, which is kind of interesting.
I didn't notice that. Did they tint the whole picture? No, I guess not. Huh.
Yeah, no, the whole picture doesn't seem to be tinted. Just Alfred E. Neuman himself has turned blue. But
interesting. Maybe they thought he was just standing there frozen to death with his nose stuck on the ground.
Yeah, and okay, this is something. Look at this. If you're looking at this is part of the painting. I wonder how he did that, because it looks like fabric. I wonder if he must have like laid it down or something onto it, or
now that could be. Do I have a conscience?
I mean, that dude's really good at details, but it's just that's like a whole nother level, in my opinion. And of course,
okay. Well, look at the Moxie cover. If you look at that closely, it is those are actual like metal bars over the painting, and there's flocking, actual physical, like when you flock Christmas trees, the fake snow.
Oh my God!
They sprayed on it, or he sprayed on it. So, well, I don't know though. I mean, that could have been done afterwards or something, like by the owner who bought it, or I don't have that one.
No, I mean no, because you can see where the signature is. I don't think I think that is the artist doing his job, and that's fantastic. That's sort of
So those are actual 3D.
Wow,
those are actual. So that could be a piece of fabric for the shade. I don't remember that part.
Yeah,
but I think it was a painting. And if it wasn't, I mean, he must have had something patterned. Like he took an actual shade that had that pattern, just like dipped it in paint and put it on there.
Yeah,
so that could have been how it was done if it is paint.
Edgar Winberg says, "I will support you when I got my hackers like X and Y, Alfred, in Svenska Mad. Crazy jokes did my world back in the 70th. Svenska Mad? I have a Svenska Mad. I'm from Minnesota. There's a lot of Svenska flickas here, as they say. Swedish gals, Anyway, sorry. That's kind of fun. A lot of Swedes in Minnesota. Always got to tie it back to my hometown. These are fantastic. I mean, really, I obviously, anybody who didn't make it out there missed out. And what a bummer, because like seeing stuff like this, I mean, it's absolutely like, to see that in person would have been unreal. Speaking of unreal, here we have Crime Suspense Stories number 22. How fun is it that they didn't just stick with Mad Magazine? They didn't stick with just Norman Rockwell. They've also got like one of the most famous EC covers of all time right there. Johnny Craig's amazing, spousal murder cover.
So this is the original one. I mean, it just blew me away to see it in person. And I believe this is the cover that spurned the what's the name, Dr. Wortham trials and everything, and all the Senate hearings. This is one of the examples that they held up. And I didn't, I don't know a lot about comic books, so I was like, oh, well, it's in black and white, and I didn't know that it was colored, it was copied and then colored later. I mean, they didn't have Xerox in those days, so I don't know how they did that. I always assumed they penciled and then inked and then colored the actual artwork, but it's separate. But that's just me being ignorant about comics, I guess.
Yeah, it's.
I realized it when I saw it.
this is Johnny Craig is an absolute genius, and it's like it's so cool the way they like. I mean, they're towing the line, but freaking barely, because like you notice how the neck where it would be severed, like the hair is falling in front of it, and you can't see it. You can't see her headless torso, but my God, like the eyes rolling back and the drool or blood coming out of her face is just, oh, it's crazy. This is like,
and you notice the neck goes down below the edge of the photo, so these could be two different girls, and he's just pulling up this woman by her hair. But obviously that.
Yeah.
It's the takeaway here is that she was beheaded.
Yeah. The other thing that's
just amazing in person.
The other thing that's pretty cool is that, like, I mean, if you look, this is just something that the logo up top is just something that they can glue onto the artwork, and then they cut this out and just like ink in the new number and date. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's like living in a digital world. It's like, it's interesting just to see how they would do something like that back then. Yeah, this is super cool, dude. I was so stoked to see this one.
Yeah. When you see this stuff in person, it's almost like meeting a celebrity. You're just like, wow. And this was right below that.
Yeah. Now this is
this is the Marie Severin.
You might know more about this than I do, but was this something that would get sent out to people from Mad Magazine?
Yeah, as far as I know, if you wrote any kind of letter to Mad Magazine, I guess if you got it published, maybe there's only people that got it published or something. They would send this out to fans, and it would be, just a thank you note.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It says there, to help us in choosing the kind of stories you want us to publish. So they probably send them to anybody that wrote in anything.
Yeah.
Which is really nice,
Yeah, and
that's the caricatures of the entire crew, and it was by Marie Severin. The thing about this in the exhibit.
Well, hold on. I'm going to pause you right there. So it's the entire crew, but it's the EC Comics crew. It's not the usual gang of idiots. So that's why you see all of these names. Like, I mean, some of them are familiar because a lot of these guys went on to be in Mad Magazine. Joe Orlando, for instance. But I don't know. Did Johnny Craig ever do anything in Mad? I don't think so. But Bernard Krigstein did, and he was a true artist. Anyway, what were you going to say?
So the thing about this is that I forget there were three paintings vertically. I forget what was at the top, but in the middle, at the normal eye line, was the crime suspense stories one we just saw.
Yeah.
And then this was below that. And you had to sort of crouch down to see it. So the woman that was standing next to me goes, "Oh, figures that the only woman artwork in almost the whole exhibit, you have to crouch down to see."
Yeah. You know what? I mean, to her point, even like putting that aside, if you know anything about EC Comics and like Marie Severin, like you would think that they would just by virtue of her artistic talent and her role in EC Comics, that they would put it in like a better spot. Because and like all of that stuff, she was the colorist for like so much of it. Her role is integral to EC Comics. So like even gender aside, like guys, maybe give her a little bit of time to shine. And boy, this is a cool. It's a cool illustration, though. All of these different dudes. Yeah. I'd love.
If I had been a kid in the '50s and got that back from them, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I wonder how many of these are floating around that you could actually have.
Yeah, never heard of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I heard it before this was in a book or something, but.
Yeah, I have something not unlike this with the Mad Guys, and it's like. A thing like this, right? Like it's kind of narrow and skinny and goes along, and it's all the Mad Guys and like little self-portraits that they did. And I don't know if it was like sent out similarly, but this would be, I think, I don't know, equally as cool. I don't know. Let's move on to the next one. And here we have this right here, a beautiful finger painting. Which comes from this Mad Magazine number 38. released
It's
March.
like a monkey could do that.
Yeah. Well, you know, friend of the show, oh, God damn it. Why am I going to forget his name? This always happens to me. It's embarrassing. Shoot, he's this young kid. He's got curly hair. I hope Doug is still watching. The young kid, curly hair. He's been on the show before, and he has one of the coolest Mad collections of all time, because he gets these signatures on the cover, but like signatures you wouldn't expect. So one, he has the monkey that finger painted this. He has his signature on this issue of Mad Magazine. Bradford Smith. Thank you, Doug. And apologies to Bradford. But Bradford has the coolest collection. My favorite one is the JFK issue, where he's gotten like 3 of the witnesses that were still alive at the time to JFK's assassination. He got them to sign it. It's like, wow, it's crazy. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Why'd you pick this one for one to exhibit?
Oh, it's just because it was crazy that it's crazy that they picked it to exhibit. You know, that's the original, but that's the complete original without the other text around it and stuff, and you could kind of see that it's fading. That is the actual colors. You know, these iPhones take great pictures these days. It's pretty close to the color it is now. It's changed. It's not as bright anymore, which is a shame. So it may have been in a sunny room. But
hate sunlight.
But anyway, it's just crazy they had an actual monkey fingerprint, and it was an actual issue of Mad, the cover, and now it's in a museum.
Yeah, if having a Mad Magazine like museum show was unlikely in your mind, having a monkey painted picture in a Mad Museum show is doubly unlikely, I'm sure. Clown Nookie says, "Did you let Pat know I wept openly in front of the Dave Berg originals?" I
haven't gotten to that yet.
I almost brought that up. I don't have any. I didn't pull any of the Dave Berg ones. I'm looking, and I forgot to get the Headless Horseman one. I did see some of those Dave Berg originals, and what were your thoughts upon seeing the Dave Berg originals?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. You know what? I always fixate for some reason on the word balloons that the artist would sketch them empty or whatever, and then they would type on separate paper and then cut it out and paste it into the balloons. But yeah, we'd have to be looking at one for me to remember.
Yeah, it's weird. You know, that's like something odd about Mad. And Bill Ray was talking about that when I interviewed him. Is that like he wanted those to be hand lettered the way that a comic was, and he had to like fight for it because he does use that. He uses like funny stuff with the word balloons. But yeah, it always is. If you come from comics and then look at Mad Magazine, it's jarring the way they'll use like a font rather than hand lettering. All right, next one. These 3, I had to select these 3. You have Cracked, Crazy, and Foo. What was this? I was kind of surprised to see some competitors to Mad Magazine.
Yeah, that was just those 3, and they had the original artwork there for some reason. They just wanted to, I guess, contrast and compare or whatever, you know.
Yeah, so that
it was part of it. I'm wondering if I have the artist.
The Cracked, that was the original artwork for that Cracked issue?
Oh, yeah. Everything in this was original artwork.
Wow.
This is Bill Everett.
Bill Everett.
Oh, this was Crack number 1.
Yeah. Boy, how much would Crack number 1 be? Here's the problem with Cracked is Cracked magazine.
Probably $15.
No, dude. A lot of times, Cracked magazine is more expensive than Mad Magazine when I come across it.
I bet. Yeah, it's probably more rare.
Yeah,
especially the further you go back. So.
Yeah, crazy.
Acrylic on Bristol board.
Oh, holy smokes! Okay, hold on. Ah,
1958.
look at this. If you zoom in, who did this? Marie Severin.
Oh.
That her name is on that crazy cover.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I didn't see that. Okay, so she did have something at eye level.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I just
maybe she had more there than I thought. I may not know.
I like that they included competitors to Mad Magazine in that, because obviously, I mean, there were so many, and people keep doing them. You know, it's like clearly the monkey was going through his brown period. So yeah, I don't know. I just I was very charmed by that inclusion. And then here,
this crazy issue is February 1973.
Yeah. And then here we have, and now I'm like blanking on
crazy
names
number
again.
one also.
Oh yes. Am I going to be able to remember this guy's name?
It's Drew Friedman.
Drew Friedman. Yes, thank you, dude. I'm like, I'm burning up right now. My house is so hot; it's kind of unbearable. But the Drew Friedman is like, I mean, he's part of that second or third golden era of Mad. Everybody, any time period in Mad Magazine is somebody's golden age. But Drew Friedman was such a talented artist and such a cool caricaturist. What was it like seeing his original artwork in person like this?
I mean, what struck me was it also had a 3D quality to it. You know, the way he does the curvature of these faces.
Yeah.
And there were like these thick pen lines. If you notice, like the outline of Satan's like shoulders and arms, you know, really heavy ink, you know, really jumped out at me.
Yeah. And then the little stippling. It's like he's one of those guys where it's like you can just see even like I don't know how it translates so well, but like you'll see all of these like little dots that he does, all of these little details that he fits into his illustrations, even in the regular magazine. So I imagine it had to be like even more impactful in person.
Yeah, definitely. This is Satan's Secret Packs Revealed, 1994, Mad 329.
Yeah. Boy, it's great. And you have some great dudes in here. Look at that. You got Clint Eastwood, Rush Limbaugh. Is that Kevin Spacey? Who is this guy right here? Howard Stern, Ted Kennedy, the old Lush. But yeah, fantastic. Let's see.
Clint Eastwood. Yeah, I'm not sure who
So Sticks, that is all of the photos that we picked out to discuss today for your visit. Is there anything else that you want to add to this conversation about your time at the Norman Rockwell Museum?
Well, as I said, it was 5 rooms full, and there were only 3 examples when there was a Norman Rockwell side by side with the original, and so if this. I believe Doug said online on Facebook or somewhere that it's moving to the Smithsonian, but I've heard since then it's just going to be a traveling exhibit. If it's a traveling exhibit, I would definitely see it again in LA. So hopefully everyone gets it in the city, but we don't know. We no, I don't think anyone knows the current status of it, but it is something to see these in person. The only thing I regret from that day was, and I've been kicking myself ever since, was we were looking at the Spy versus Spy stuff. Yeah. And there was an original Peter Kuper stencil.
Oh, yeah.
There was a stencil, not the artwork, but the stencil he made the artwork.
Real quick, hold on. So before you go on, if you are unfamiliar with Peter Kuper's run on Spy versus Spy, when he began doing the Spy versus Spy work, he would use like an airbrush, like spraying the paint out, and he would use these stencils to paint these like pretty intricate Spy versus Spy comics. And so what you're talking about is like one of those pieces of like cut out plastic or whatever that he was using to create that artwork.
Right. I don't remember what the material was. It was pretty thin. It was dark, like black or something.
Yeah.
But I was taking pictures of Spy versus Spy stuff, and my phone ran out of battery. And I knew I had a portable charger in the car. So I grabbed that, came back, forgot I was looking at Spy versus Spy. I got distracted by something else and never went back to take a picture of the stencil.
Yeah.
So I was so mad when I looked at my pictures later. I was like, oh, that's right, I never went back. But his work is the size of the magazine. It's not shrunk down for the magazine. He works at like, placemat size piece of, canvas or paper or whatever. And the stencil was too. And so it's interesting that he does his work at actual stuff.
I mean, that's pretty crazy because like most of the time, comic book artists or cartoonists work much larger than what is actually seen. So it's like a comic book page is like 11 by 17, and then it gets shrunk down to like a comic book size.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that's pretty wild. All right, Sticks McFly, thank you so much for calling in and sharing this with us. I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate your patience in coming on. It's taken probably 6 months to get you onto here. So I do appreciate your patience with me.
No problem at all.
All right.
This was great.
Yes, thank you. And toodaloo to you, Sticks McFly.
All right. See you later.
All right, bye-bye. All right, so now what I have to do, I have to go. See, this is, you ask me what gets me crabby. Well, that gets me crabby. The fact that now my buttons don't work. I should have been able to hit a button and then that goes away. Wouldn't that have been so much better? This ticks me off. Anyway, you guys, it is, what is it? Been going on for 1 hour and 8 minutes. You guys, hey, if you haven't, please make sure that you hit subscribe and leave a comment down below. That really is the best way to support the channel. Let me see something. I'm going to click here. I want to see how many people have liked this video. I'm very vain. 8 people have liked it. Golly, wouldn't it be great if more people liked it? And let's see. Yeah. Anyway, okay. I don't really, that's about it. Going for an hour. Next time we are on, I'm going to have, I don't know if I'll have another guest, but I will either be flipping through the latest Freaky or flipping through the latest issue of Mad Magazine. That's my plan for the next live stream. And you know what? Maybe I do both. Maybe I just try to thunder gun it and just do like a 2-hour show and get through both of those. I think, might be worth it. Might be worth doing. Hit thumbs up, man. Jeez Louise, what do I have to do over here? You guys, this is the other thing is, you know what I'm used to? I'm used to saying this shit and then hitting a button and then it plays me out. It like plays a video, my outro, and that's great. But now that won't even work, and I'm sour about it. If you can't tell, I'm quite sour about this situation. But at least I still have sound effects. So that's kind of cool, right? You heard the sound effects, right? Anyway, if Kyle can't make it, try to get somebody else. Yeah, I'll try. I'll see what I can do. Glad you finally. Oh, Dave. Yes. Well, that's part of the better late than never. The name of this show had to do with getting Sticks McFly on to talk about a show that was 9 months ago, and then also this, getting everything updated. And look at, I can also do this. Switch this out. Switch out help for thwack. Wouldn't that be fun? Do a different one every single week. I think that would be kind of cool. I like that idea. That wasn't a sound effect. Anyway, you guys, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to say goodbye to people right now because this will end extremely unceremoniously. So, David Strickler, thank you for stopping by. Doug Guilford, thank you. Thank you for dropping in and giving us some knowledge. I really appreciate that. Vanessa Amaya, thank you for stopping by. Pancake Hitler, Pancake Heater, like to see your trade paperback collection. Ooh, I would love to. I just bought some new ones. They're just out of reach, though. I can't quite get them. I would love to show off. If people would be interested, I would love to show off parts of my collection. The only problem is none of my collection is complete. Six McFly, thank you again for coming by. Pancake Heater, thank you for stopping by. Clown Nookie, thank you for coming by. And with that, now we can't do the fun thing of where I throw them up as people are as the thing turns off. So if you want to say goodbye now, because I'm going to end it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate your support for this channel, because it's something that started as just kind of a fun thing to kill time, and it's turned into something very different than that. And it's turned into something that I get to meet cool people. I get to meet artists that I never thought I would get to meet and talk with, and so it's quite special to me. And you guys are a part of that. So I just I really appreciate that. Bye, everybody. We always talk after you're gone anyway. All right. Well, have a great evening. Thank you so much for watching. Toodaloo. Oh, I had to hit it twice.